Okay, guys, I wanted to go ahead and record this trade. I actually did this earlier. I recorded the whole process, but I didn't have my microphone on. So I'm just kind of go over with some of the remarks that I said. I got in there at the yellow line to short it. And then when I decided to go ahead and pick up the trade, we were already close to my first target. You can see it right there at $250, and target 2 will be at $375. You see my stop loss up there at 5102.25. There's target 1. It took about 7 minutes from the time I got into the trade to the time that it hit target 1. And now we're just going to go ahead and monitor and see what's going to happen for the rest of the trade. It came within 3 ticks of getting target number 2, and then the trade reversed on me. And as you'll see over the course of this trade, this thing went up and down for about a little over an hour. I think it was close to 2 hours, somewhere between an hour 45 and 2 hours. And all it did was go up and down until finally it hit target number 2. And the main thing that I want to talk about here is that my trade plan calls for me to get in the trade when all the conditions are met. And in this case, I'm shorting it. And then once those conditions are met for the trade, I do not move my stop and I do not move my target. And as you can see, when I hit target number 1, a lot of traders will go ahead and make the mistake of moving the stop that's on contract number 2 to break even plus 1. Well, I can't do that in mine because it's proven over the long run that I could have made money had I just left everything alone. So it almost hit my entry, but then it reversed and came back down. And that's kind of what I'm pointing out right there. Pretty soon, though, you'll see how this thing keeps on going up and down until finally it does what I thought it was going to do. And again, a lot of people have said, well, if you just move it to break even plus 1, you're assured of $250, and you are. But what about all of the money that you're leaving on the table when these types of situations happen? And over my back testing on my particular strategy, it has always proven beneficial if I just leave everything alone and trade like a robot. If you have a good trade plan and you've back tested that trade plan and know that it works in your back testing, and when you go ahead and put it to use on the real thing, you'll see that more often than not, even though the trade is now red, that sometimes your goals are met. So at the worst on this particular trade, it would have been a break even. I made $250 and there's my stop still at minus 250. So it's a break even trade. Could I move it down a little bit, like at a minus 237, and that way it would pay for the commissions and stuff? Yeah, I could. But I have seen some of my trades, in fact, a lot of my trades, that have been 1 tick within being stopped out, and it goes on to hit my target. And I've seen vice versa, where I've been 1, 2, or 3 ticks away from my target number 2, and has come back to bite me. So am I going to take it if I'm 1 or 2 ticks away from my target, or in this case, 3 ticks? It may have been the wise thing to do to go ahead and leave $37.50 on the table, but that's not the way that my strategy has been telling me to do. So all I do is I just let the trade play out. And as you can see, it's gone down, it's gone up, now it's heading back down. And at some point, in fact, I don't even know if I got it on video that shows me actually getting out of the trade, but you'll see pretty soon that the as I'm trying to capture the video, you'll see that it indeed the profit lines go away, and that just means that I got my trade. So right now my target is at, I can barely read that, 5089.75, and at some point here, because this video is only supposed to be like 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long. Oh, there we go. So there's target number 2. And just remember, if you have a winning strategy, just stay focused on your strategy, trade like a robot, and you'll do okay.